Hey, good morning. It's Wacky Wednesday here at Sea Lake Journeys, and I've decided I was going to talk without moving my mouth today. And I'm pouting. This is my pouty look. I'm pouting because so many people are getting to go on cruises, and I'm not. I'm not. Oh, well, sooner or later it'll be my turn. In fact, in 66 days, it'll be our turn here at Sea Lake Journeys to get on that Discovery Princess. I will be so ready. How ready will I be? This ready. That ready. Yes, I will be that ready, y'all. Hey, thanks for joining us here on Happy Wednesday. It's August the 21st. Wow, this month is flying by, ain't it? And I want to point out to everybody, look back there on my back table. See that right there? Whoops, I had my finger on it. Right there. See that big cup right there? That comes all the way from Cruise Life TV. Cruise Life TV. Yeah, during the Helping Hands for Cruising Marathon, we went in there and played a game, and we won a big cup. So thanks to Greg and Michelle from Cruise Life TV sending us that fantastic mug. Woo! We love it, guys. It's a prized possession. It's going to sit back there with our Carnival Cruise Addicts cup and the shot glasses we got from See Me Traveling and other stuff we've got from other channels. And I've got a whole section of magnets and stickers over here on my toolbox. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's all coming together. And whoa, what's going on over here? I better throw up the chat real quick here, say hi to 10 or 70 people. Hopefully 70. That'd be great. John Gaylor, the first one in here this morning, saying, I will catch the hashtag replay. John, we appreciate that so much, brother. And you know what? I'm going to give you a double squeaky. Double squeaky for John Gaylor. I tell you, yeah, he's always there. And if he ain't there live, he's back on the hashtag replay. We appreciate you, John. The Z-Man coming in this morning saying, hey, Sea Legs. Hey, Z-Man, how's it going? How you doing this morning, brother? Scott Smith driving and listening. Right on, Scott. If you're driving to work, driving home, driving a UFO, driving a submarine, driving a tricycle up a mountain, wherever you're driving this morning, that's Sea Lake Journeys. Drive with you. Okay, I'm feeling it now. I'm starting to get my energy back. Whoa. I love it. Love it. We got Scott McNeil coming in on the hashtag poll raid. That means he's coming in from See Me Traveling. Hey, we was over there. We hung out, started the morning off at 6 o'clock with Jimmy, the astute tourist. He had Kenny, the Ford man, and Sean from the Down Under Cruisers there with him this morning. A great trio of people right there. Fantastic, fun guys to hang out with. 7:15 was over at Eddie Lugo's studios. And you don't know what is going to go on over at Eddie, right? And the 8 o'clock was with Kurt and Marcia. And here we are at 8:30 Sea Lake Journeys. 9 o'clock is Go Live Together, back with Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl. Don't forget to check them out. So, but hey, thanks for being here this morning with us. And we got Scott coming in from Controversial Cruising on the hashtag See Me Ray poll raid. Scott, good morning to you all the way from Scottsdale, Arizona. I know we got a town named after him. Ain't that cool? TNT, the Adventures to See, two of my favorite people right there. A Dries shirt and a tie. Who is that dashing fellow? Who is that dashing fellow? How about that? Hey, that's a great picture of y'all, Tom and Terry, right there. And we was just checking on a cruise we've got booked, and Tom and Terry is going to be on it, and Ocean to Ocean, and a whole bunch of other people. I don't even know. It's so far away. It's like 633 days away or something. I just had Robin from Sea Lake Journeys check. We're doing, I don't know what it is. We're doing a Carnival cruise somewhere. It's ABC Islands, I think. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao in 2026, April of 2026. And so if you're planning that far ahead, which we do, might want to check that out. Get a hold of Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel and say, Bruce, I want to get on that April 2026 ABC Island cruise with you. And he'll hook you up. It is an 8-day cruise, y'all. 8 days. How about that? Usually if you're going to do the ABC Islands, it's going to be 8 days. I think that's cool. So we're excited about that. It's a long ways away, but at least we have one in October of this year, 66 days away. Really looking forward to that. See, Tripping with Kim and Scott. Good morning to y'all this morning. Woohoo! And fam, Ron, how you doing this morning? See Me Raid, hashtag poll raid. Yeah, you're coming in on a poll raid there. Controversial Cruising. Good morning, Wacky Wednesday crew. Hey, and don't forget, Monday morning at 8:30, we're going to have another edition of the Conscious Cruiser. Woo! That's right. It's going to be on Spotify at 8:30 in the morning Monday. And this week, the rotation brings the YouTube version around to Sea Lake Journeys. So you'll be able to join us Monday morning at 8:30 as well next week for the recorded video version of the podcast that you can see here on Spotify and see on YouTube. Wow, I'm going crazy. Hello, cruise family. Good morning from PK Adventures. Controversial Cruising says, I swear Chet picks the best music intros. Man, I like picking the music. I do. I've got a thing I go over to. I forget what it is. What's that music thing I go to? Peanut Gallery? Man, she's working. She's working. She's working so hard she can't even hear me this morning. Jackie Hudson coming in. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, Jackie. Knitting with Cheryl, right on. Knitting with Cheryl. There you go. If you like to knit, go over and hang out with Cheryl. And I found that I like to do box cutting. I get my box cutter, I get my boxes, and I cut my boxes along with Cheryl while she's knitting. You can do any kind of thing like that. And right there, Controversial Cruising says, Back in Trinidad by Tiki Tiki. That's the name of the song on that video, which is funny. I picked that to go along with all that scenery you saw was from Alaska, okay? But I picked a Tiki Tiki song to go with it. The xylophone I thought sounded really cool. How ready are you? I'm so ready. I'm double squeaky ready. Scott, I'm double squeaky ready all the time. You know, this morning my big topic is hello everyone from See Me Traveling. Hey, Kurt Marsha. My big topic this morning is food, breakfast, eating breakfast on the ship. And I thought, how different it is for me eating breakfast on a ship than it is here at home. What about you? Do you eat the same breakfast on the ship that you eat at home? I bet you don't. I bet 9 out of 10 of us in here eat way different breakfast on the ship than we do at home. I know mine's so different, it ain't even funny. Knitting with Cheryl says, oh my goodness, I really was confused with that on your mouth. Laugh out loud. I said to myself, what happened to Chet? I need some more sleep. I ain't like that. I was pouting. I was giving a Grinch pouty face for everybody that's going cruising and leaving me behind. I mean, Scott's going on a 15-day Hawaii cruise, and Jen's going on a 10-day. In 10 days, she's going to Alaska on a Holland America ship. And I wanted to ask Jen if she's ever been on Holland America before, or if anybody has in here. We have not been on Holland America. We're curious about it. One day in the future, that's another cruise line we got to get, along with Celebrity as another one that's on the top of our list to get on one day and check out. We've been on 6 different cruise lines, but there's still other cruise lines we haven't been on that we want to try. Woohoo! You know, hey everyone, and Kathy Mills is here coming in on the See Me Raid saying good morning to y'all. Good morning, everybody. And let me scroll on down here. There's Jen. Good morning, Chet and the Sea Lake Journey crew. Happy hump day, hump day, hump day. Hey, check out this shirt, y'all. I got this on a princess ship. Caribbean Adventure, Princess Cruises. Man, I like, this was one of those 2 t-shirts for $10 deal. If you hang around on the ship, sometimes they'll have those tables set out with like a big 2 for $10 or buy this item for $5. All kinds of great deals. And that's when I usually buy a t-shirt, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on these things. I wear them, and when they get old, I cut the sleeves out and wear them for gym shirts or yard shirts and stuff. But you can get great sales on the ship, especially after you've had breakfast like I have. It's a cruise life. Pete and Lisa. Hey, Chet. Hey, Pete. How's it going, brother? And we got Keith Bradley coming in this morning. Good morning to you, Keith. Woohoo. And Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Hey, Elisa. That's our one of our 3 people that's on our podcast. We got Elisa from Elisa's Adventures in Cruising, Scott from Controversial Cruising, and me from Sea Lake Journeys. I love our podcast situation we got going on. We're going to be doing episode 4 coming out Monday, y'all. I'm excited about it. Right on. And so, hey, the breakfast thing, I talk about being different. On the ship, most of the time we want to go to the main dining room. But sometimes we don't go for the breakfast. Sometimes we go for the brunch. And that's when it really gets different for us, because especially on Carnival, I get the steak and eggs. Man, I have steak for breakfast. I don't never eat steak for breakfast at home. I don't ever eat steak at home. I mean, we don't. The only time we eat steak really is on a cruise ship. We just can't eat it at home. You know, we're saving our money so we can get a cruise. So yeah, I take advantage of that. When I see a steak and egg breakfast or brunch, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, y'all. How about y'all? Y'all eat steak and eggs at home for breakfast, or do you wait to get on that cruise ship and then get it then? What else do you do different for breakfast on the cruise ship? Keith's giving us all a wave right there. Got his great camera. I love it. And there's Paul coming in from PSV Odyssey, driving and listening. Right on, Paul. If you're driving up the road, down the road, on a side road, on a crossroad, driving downtown, uptown, wherever you're driving, let's Sea Lake Journeys drive with you this morning. Woo! Right on. And Alicia's saying, Chet! I think she's telling me to calm down. Ocean to ocean travel. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Bruce and Cindy. While I got Bruce and Cindy here, just want to remind y'all what fun people they are too. We missed them last night. I don't know if I was having a heat exhaustion, a blood sugar, a blood pressure. I don't know what was going on, but I was feeling really funky. I just had to lay down in the dark room and chill. But I wanted to let me just show you something fun about them guys. Take off.
Poser.
To the Great White North. Okay, just a silly moment there that we had hanging out with Bruce and Cindy. That's just standing waiting for an elevator or something. I don't know. Folks, if you're easily amused like we are, you can have a good time anywhere. So if you get on a cruise with us or Bruce and Cindy, that's the kind of stuff you're going to have go on. What other kind of stuff are you going to have going on? Well, let me just show you this if you haven't seen it before. And if you have, well, now's a good time to go to the bathroom.
In the world is this? You've got to be kidding me. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, I am so glad that is not my husband doing that crazy stuff. Who in the world would get these guys to do this?
Take that, Kurt. Take that, Kurt. That's for you, buddy. Okay, that's just another nod also to Kurt and Marcia. Guys, I got a video coming out this week, this Friday on the Raid Parade. Yeah, it's group cruise shenanigans behind the scenes from the Norwegian breakaway. It's stuff that didn't make it to other videos because it's stuff that happened like you just saw in those two shorts. That's why I wanted to play them now. That we got a full video of crazy antics like that. So be sure to check that out Friday at the Raid Parade. Marjorie's here. Good morning to you, Marjorie. Hi, and good morning. Good morning to you, Marjorie. Woohoo! And Terry will only eat cereal on the cruise. You know what? That's another thing. About once or twice a year here at home, we'll eat cereal. But man, when I get on a cruise ship, let me tell you, Terry, you won't be the only one eating cereal because usually my first breakfast, okay, I'll get up like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll tiptoe down there and I will raid the cereal. I raid the cereal, man, especially if they got some Fruit Loops and some Lucky Charms or something like that. I'll have me a good old time with the cereal. And then I'll wait about 2 hours. About 8 o'clock, I'll go up and wake Robin from Sea Lake Journeys up. And then we head up to the main dining room for regular breakfast. So that's another thing we do different here. I mean, on a cruise ship, you get to have 2 breakfasts. One of them, I get to eat all the cereal I want. Man, I'll eat like a half a box of cereal too, right? And then 2 hours later, go up and have steak and eggs. Ooh, or what do they call that? Ove Aqueros or something like that. And what's that say? Ove Aqueros? I don't know. It means eggs with ranch or something like that. But it's really good. I love it. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. And we got, we got Hayes, everybody. Hey, everybody. And TNT says 32 days until it's happy birthday, Tom. Yeah, I wish I could get on that cruise because we got the same, me and Tom got the same birthday month there. And yeah, we would have a great time on that. We got to make that work in the future and do a short one even if we just do a short 4 or 5 day one to get down there, maybe go to Nassau, Margaritaville or something fun like that. That'd be a good way to spend the day for happy birthday, right? And, Jen says, first time on Holland America, first time to Alaska. Oh, Jen, I'm just telling you. I know Scott's already told you this morning, but I'm going to reiterate his point. You are going to love Alaska. It's awesome. If you haven't booked your excursion, get online and do it now. If there's excursions you want to do, I hope you've already booked them because they fill up fast. They really do. And you want to get the best ones. I got to recommend that helicopter up to the glacier and riding the dog sled across the glacier. Juneau is one location you can do that. It's the best one, I think. But there is another glacier because Juneau takes you to Mendenhall Glacier. There's another stop. I can't remember if it's Ketchikan or I forget which one it is, but they take you to a different glacier to do the same thing, which would be okay too. I would do that too. But if you haven't done that, come on, Jen, do it. I'm telling you, watch our video of that helicopter ride up to the glacier and ride that dog sled. You're going to want to do it. And man, make sure you book those excursions. And I want to go in Holland America. So when you get back, Jen, I want to hear all about your take on Holland America. I'm curious about it. It's going to be one of the ones we do here in the future. Love the t-shirt sales, right, Elisa? I know Elisa catches these sales too. We're because we are two-thirds of the conscious cruisers, and we know how to get a sale on a cruise ship. I think Scott probably does too. But hey, we'll probably talk about that on one of our podcasts one day. How to get the sale on a cruise, how to get the best deal on your merchandise, y'all. That'd be good stuff. I'll have gone on 3 cruises in 2024, 3 different cruise lines. Hey, you know what? If I had it all do over again, I'd probably do that too, Jen. We started off just doing all Carnival, for like 20 cruises, and then we decided to jump ship and went Princess, and from then on it snowballed. We went to Royal Caribbean and then Virgin and MSC and Norwegian, and it's great. Yeah, it's great you're getting experience them all. You'll be able to decide which one you want to do with the most, if you decide to do that. Canadian Family Life, Tiffany here. Good morning to you, Tiffany. Woohoo! And Elisa says, I try to have the same kind of breakfast on a ship as home, unless I see those Danish. Oh, I'll tell you what, Elisa, sometimes if we're on a Princess ship, we end up having that mid-2 breakfast snack. The first breakfast with all the cereal, and then the one with the steak and eggs. But somewhere along the line, we might walk past the International Cafe that's open 24 hours on Princess. And when you go by there in the early hours, the morning hours, they have all kinds of muffins and danishes and all these little breakfast toaster pastry things and all that stuff that we never would eat at home. Never eat at home. Blueberry muffins. Oh my gosh, I got the best blueberry muffins. So sometimes I'll raid the International Cafe for some of those baked goods. That we never eat baked goods like that at home for breakfast. Never. So breakfast is one meal on the ship that is totally different than what we eat at home. This morning I got up, I had a glass of milk, and then, believe it or not, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys made me a ham and cheese sandwich this morning. So that's right for breakfast. Typically, I'll have like a glass of milk or a glass of orange juice to tide me over for a couple hours, and then I'll have like maybe 2 or 3 eggs with some grits or a slice of toast or maybe a bowl of oatmeal. And that's about it. I don't variate from any of those things ever until we get on a ship. That's why I guess I really love looking forward to eating breakfast even on a cruise ship. I get excited about it. Sometimes though, there's those mornings where we get up, we did an excursion the day before, so we've been pretty tired. So we get up just enough time to get ready to go to our next excursion the next day. So we run by the buffet. And wow, I get kind of blown away. I get overwhelmed with all the different stuff up there. And I end up grabbing a whole bunch of stuff. And I grew up with the thing of, if you put it on your plate, you got to eat it. So I've tried to deviate from that now. I've tried to say, no, I don't have to eat it all now. If I'm full, I can push it away. But, here I am eating a plate of this and that and everything else, French fried potatoes and bacon. I get a bunch of bacon. They have sausage. And sometimes I'll go up to the omelet station if they have an omelet station. Never eat omelets at home. So I'll go up there and get a ham and cheese omelet. Or I'll tell the guy, everything you got back there, throw in it. I don't care what it is. Spinach, onions, mushrooms, everything that you can throw in that bowl with them eggs, throw it in there. And everything omelet. Something different that I do for breakfast on the ship at the buffet that I would never do at home. How about you? What do you do different? Hey, we got somebody else in here. Mom's Travel Team saying good morning. Oh, good morning to you, Mom's Travel Team. Thanks for joining us this morning. You know what? I'm feeling crazy again. I need a drink of water. So I'm going to give y'all something silly to look at. Oh, yeah, we get silly on a cruise. That's something else we do. We have a great time. Hey, check this out. Tom and Terry ate Dr. Seuss breakfast, and boy, was that a sugar overload. Dr. Seuss, man. Hey, that's one of those specialty dining breakfasts, that you could get your kids, or even if you don't have kids, you can go pay a little extra money to get the specialty dining and get sugared up. So you can start your day off right, pumped up, excited with sugar, and run amok on the ship. With thing 1 and thing 2, you can become thing 3. I'm giving myself squeaky right because sometimes I become a thing 3. I've never done the Dr. Seuss breakfast, but I got to tell you what, it looks like a lot of fun to me. I think I would do it. If I could get Tom and Terry to do it with me, I think I would do it. And Mom's Travel Team says, enjoying your podcast too. Thanks for that, Mom's Travel Team. We appreciate that. We got number 4 podcast coming out Monday at 8:30 on Spotify, and the video version will be out on Sea Leg Journeys, this channel right here, Monday at 8:30. Thanks so much. Right on, Elisa. Right on. Hey, Mom's Travel Team, I think I fixed that problem too. I don't know what'd you fix, Scott? Scott's always fixing something. PK Adventure says, yes, I eat way different. My normal breakfast is coffee and a little fresh fruit. On a cruise, it's a little of everything at the buffet, right? So I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that eats different on the cruise ship, and especially breakfast. Breakfast, I've got thinking about this when I decided it was going to be my topic. I'm like, wow, I really go bananas on a cruise ship and eat everything, like you're saying. Man, I'll go up there and sometimes just grab an apple and eat that too, or some grapes in between, going up and getting something else, the omelet station or whatever. But the buffet has got so much to eat that I would never eat at home. There it is right there. I knew somebody, Huevos Rancheros. That's what I'm talking about, Elisa. Huevos Rancheros. Oh, I love that. That's something that Carnival's got going on. I hope they don't ever change. We got to keep that. Mom's Travel Team's heading to Alaska in a couple of weeks too. How about that? What cruise line are you going on? We've got Jen going up there on Holland America in 10 days. Woo! I wish I was going. I don't care what cruise line. I want to go. We've been twice to Alaska, both times on Princess, and it was fantastic. Fantastic. Scott says, oh, come on, Chet. Jen booked those excursions months ago. It's Jen.Cohen we're talking about here. I know she did. I know she did. I know Jen booked those things. It's just an opportunity for me to learn some other people to know to book those cruises early. No excursions this time, but definitely taking advantage of the natural wonders around us. And there will be some you can see from the ship too. We've got little videos where we're sitting on our balcony and watching the sea otters in the water. And I'm not talking 1 or 2 sea otters. There was like 50 of them little rascals. They're getting up on the little floating chunks of ice, and then the wake from the ship would move it just enough that some of them would fall off, and you could hear them going. Beep, 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 beep. It was hilarious watching those little guys, and you could hear their little squeaking. Yeah, it was fun. You get to see the animals. Plus, we saw a bear up on the shore flipping over rocks. I don't know what he was looking for, flipping under rocks, but what can I say? Oh. There we go. Controversial Cruising says, no before you go to the gift shops. That's right. No before you go shopping excursions on the ship and off. There's a whole episode right there, Scott. How about that? There's stuff you need to know before you go. How you can save money. Because I am cheap when it comes to buying stuff like this. Trust me, I've still got shirts from 30 years ago that I still wear. Because I don't spend money on stuff like that. That way I got money to go cruising, y'all. That's what we do. And there's George C. coming in. Howdy, George. That right there is the alter alias ego of the Fearless Rambler. Be sure to check out the Fearless Rambler, y'all. Great stuff over there. He did a live the other day showing a new camera he got from GoPro. And I was very curious about that thing. It really looks cool, George. Mom's Team. Great to try different lines and different staterooms. Yes, that's very true. And We have done every kind of stateroom there is. We've done the interiors, we've done the windows, we've done the balconies, we've done the cove balconies, we've done the mini suites, we've done a full suite. We've done every kind of room there is. And now, because I got one leg, we're doing obviously the wheelchair rooms. But yeah, check them all out. And it's amazing what you'll find. We found that most of the time, the interior room works perfect for us. The only exception to that we would definitely recommend a balcony is if you're going to a place like Alaska. Got to have a balcony for Alaska. I set my tripod up there and sat on the balcony, just recorded going by the glaciers and stuff. And yeah, that's one exception. Other than that, when I'm in the Caribbean, man, give me an interior room, I'm good. But we've tried them all. And trying different cruise lines, I recommend that too. I really do. Jen says, I'm a planner. Excursions and specialty dining have been booked for months. Right on, Jen. Jen gets a double squeaky. Double squeaky for Jen. And you know what else? A cowbell. That's right. A cowbell for Jen, because she knows to plan those things. She knows to plan those excursions, plan that specialty dining, because if you don't book them early, you may not get them. And here at Sea Lake Journeys, we want you to experience the best things there are on a cruise and make sure you can get all you can out of that cruise. How about room service for breakfast, y'all? I'm running out of time. So do you ever fill out the little card and hang it on your door handle so that when you wake up at whatever time you wake up, and hey, here comes your cup of coffee, here comes your orange juice, here comes your Danish, here comes your whatever it is you ordered off that little card. I don't think we've ever used that little card. We've never used room service for breakfast, honestly. We always use it like late at night, like 11 o'clock or midnight or something. But I wonder, is there anybody that does use room service for breakfast, or at least that little breakfast card? I'm curious about that, because I don't see too many of those hanging on doorknobs when I'm walking around the ship. I head to the omelet station and get 3 eggs over easy, a big bowl of diced tomatoes, and cottage cheese. Now that sounds good, Tom, because that's the kind of stuff I eat at home. And cottage cheese is another thing I also eat for breakfast sometimes. And usually I throw some peaches in there, some pears, or sometimes I just put about a half a salt or half a pepper shaker of pepper on it, But yeah, cottage cheese is another thing I would eat. But I love it. Love that stuff. And right here, Paul says steak and eggs brunch is a must. Absolutely, it's a must. That steak and eggs brunch for me, that's a meal I would not miss if I'm on a Carnival. That sea day brunch. Of course, I'm going to have my pre-breakfast breakfast down at the cereal bowl. Yeah, 5 or 6, or as soon as they open. Sometimes the buffet don't open until 6 a.m. So I have to wait to go in there at 6 to get my cereal. And then I go up there and I get that steak and eggs. You know it. It's a cruise live. Did I miss it? It's a cruise live? No, I did. I found them. Okay, I'm going to skip down here, see what else I got here. I only got 1 minute. Best thing about cruising is the food. I try to get small servings of different foods, things I do not have at home. Plus, I don't have to prepare it or wash those dishes either, Mom. Ain't that right? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I want to eat all the stuff I can't eat or don't eat at home. Experience it all on a cruise ship without even having to make it. That's what I'm talking about. That is the part of the cruise life experience that we love to share with everybody. Make sure y'all get to do this stuff yourself. There's Carmen Lynn for the win. Hey, Carmen. All right. Looks like, here you go. NCL Bliss first time. Ooh, okay. We just did our first NCL cruise. In fact, the video we got coming up Friday, we were on the NCL breakaway. Guys, we've had a great time this morning. I don't want to run over because 9 o'clock, you got to head over there and see Eddie and Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl. Easy for me to say. But thanks for joining me. Come on back and join me again Friday morning at 8:30. We're going to have a good old time talking about something. Until next time, we'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.